Yes guys, and welcome back to the channel. So as you all know by now, yesterday's news that Giannis Antetokounmpo has re-signed with the Milwaukee Bucks. Obviously he signed a 5-year, $228.2 million supermax extension with the Milwaukee Bucks. And he also got a player option in 2025, so that's a long way away. Milwaukee fans obviously are over the moon. Probably this was unexpected for you. You'd have thought he would have at least lasted the season without signing the contract, but he went for it. And yeah, he's gonna be a Buck for the next 5 years. Now, I know the title of the video is that Giannis has made a mistake re-signing, but we gotta give some credit to him, for staying in a small market team like Milwaukee. You don't see that a lot, but will that equal to championships for Giannis? Yes, he's going to be the highest paid NBA player in history, but will that lead to rings? And me personally, I don't think so. So let's get into the video. First of all, let's get into why I think this was the wrong decision from Giannis. The first mistake he made, I think, is he signed it too early. If he signed the Supermax next in the 2021 off season, maybe I can understand it, but I don't know why he's signing it this early. If you wait, let's just say he waits to the end of the season, he can see how this new look Bucks team is going with Drew Holiday, obviously Chris Middleton himself, Brook Lopez. You can see how that's working. Because what's that? Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving in Brooklyn. We got Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons in Philly. Obviously we got the Miami Heat who made the NBA Finals last year, and Boston. So the East is getting stronger and stronger. And I just think Giannis, we jumped the gun a bit, went too early. You could have seen how they did this season. He would have put more pressure on the owners, the Milwaukee owners. Maybe to make some mid-season moves to strengthen up the squad, because they don't like going through the old luxury tax. And now that Giannis is the same for the next 5 years, the owners could easily just say, we got Giannis now, we don't need to break the bank, to get a championship. It's up to the owners how much they want to win with Giannis. Now they have him for his prime years until he's 32 years old. So it's up to the owners now, surrounded with talent, because I'm going to say straight off the bat, this roster is not going to win an NBA championship, this current roster. I don't think many would disagree with me. Drew Holiday is a nice player to have, but he's all-star level at best, and Chris Middleton it's the same, And to win an NBA championship, you need another MVP caliber player. But we'll get into that in a minute. Obviously, in a small market like Milwaukee, it's almost impossible to get big-name free agents in the door. The offseason of 2021 is meant to be massive offseason for free agents, but it's not going to be as good as people thought it would have been. LeBron and AD have both re-signed the Lakers. Giannis has just signed a supermax contract with the Bucks, as we all know by now. What's his name? Paul George. That's it. Paul George has re-signed a max contract extension with the Clippers. So it's just Kawhi Leonard now, and wait and see what he's gonna do. But no, Milwaukee's as I said at the start of the video, it's a small market, and I don't know how many players are gonna want to come here to Milwaukee. Giannis, yes, he'll be a big factor to come, but maybe you want more than Giannis. Milwaukee obviously, you're not gonna get the same amount of money probably either. If Giannis taking up probably all the cap space with that money, $228 million supermax extension. But I do think there's a chance for Milwaukee to get a big name free agent, but I'm just saying it's unlikely that a Kawhi Leonard or a Paul George, if he's still available. Actually, no, Paul George, yeah, but something like Kawhi Leonard or Anthony Davis just joining Giannis in Milwaukee. Now, I do think people like DeMar DeRozan, he's a free agent next offseason, he could go there. Those kind of players, but he's not an MVP caliber player anymore. That's what I'm talking about. He's an all-star level player, and I think that winning an NBA championship, you need two MVP caliber players. LeBron and AD for the Lakers last year, they won an NBA championship. They're two all-star level players. Obviously, Jimmy Butler got the Heat to the finals, but of course they didn't win it, and it was an unexpected run. But anyway, with this current roster, as I said, the Bucks aren't getting out east. I don't think, in my opinion, they haven't improved it. It's a slight upgrade, you could say, on last year's team, but last year's team didn't even get to the Eastern Conference Finals. So this team are not getting out east. Finals at best. I think the Brooklyn Nets are better than them. I think the Heat could easily beat them. I think the 76ers is going to be interesting what they do. I'm a believer that they're going to do well this season. I'm not going to say they're going to beat them just yet. I need to see how they play first. The Boston Celtics, they've been another year together, so they could easily beat them. The Toronto Raptors, can't just ignore them. They're a strong team as well. So I don't see Milwaukee out east this year or next year. So that's 2 years down. And Giannis is 27 years old right now. So he's given his prime to Milwaukee, and Bucks owners need to repay Giannis's fate, and they need to get some more if you're not going to get an MVP caliber player, which is understandable because it's Milwaukee, get some more All-Star level players in with Giannis. The East is getting stronger, as I said, with teams like Brooklyn, Philly, Miami, Boston, Toronto. There's some good teams in there now, and it's not going to be easy for the Bucks to get out East. Not just this year or next year or even the year after. Philly got a young team, Boston got a young team. So, even though Jimmy Butler's in his prime right now, the Heat got some good young players. No team is going away anytime soon. And I just don't see Giannis winning an NBA championship in the near future. But Milwaukee, I just can't see it. I'm sure there has been NBA players, but in the new modern era of the NBA, you need at least 2 MVP caliber players to win a championship. You look at LeBron. LeBron was in this exact same scenario as Giannis, and that's why I think Giannis should have left. I'm a Lakers fan, but I don't think Giannis would have worked with the Lakers. I don't know how that would work. It would have been unfair anyway. But if I'm Giannis, I'm going to Miami, or I'm going to the Warriors. I think is the best case scenario for Giannis. But probably just want to call it a snake or anything. So maybe the Miami would be the best option for Giannis. And I just think look at LeBron, what he did. He's at this exact stage. He wasn't getting anywhere with Cleveland. The owners, they weren't bringing in enough high quality players, kind of like the Bucks right now. And LeBron ended up leaving Miami. He got 2 NBA championships, and he came back to Cleveland, and then he won another one with Cleveland. So maybe Giannis. What if Giannis left Milwaukee now, went to Miami for 4 years, came back, still in his 32, still has a lot to offer, and see what he can do there. But hey, he signed a new Supermax. Kevin Durant. Talk about getting rings at this stage in the NBA. When you get 27 years old, he's won the MVPs now at this stage. He's a back-to-back MVP champion, Defensive Player of the Year last year. It's all about the rings at this stage. KD had to leave OKC to get the ring. LeBron obviously had to leave Cleveland the first time to get a ring. Anthony Davis, most recent, he had to leave to get a ring. And these players that just sign and these re-sign, I just don't see it. Look, James Harden is the biggest example. Same with Houston all these years, and they got some good players. They got Chris Paul, who's an All-Star level, and they got Russell Westbrook, All-Star level. Dwight Howard at the time was All-Star level, but none of these were MVP caliber players at the time. Chris Paul was getting older. Westbrook, he's just past his MVP prime, and Dwight was suffering with injuries and past his prime. So, and that's what I'm saying. They need another MVP caliber player, not another All-Star, not a they need an MVP, at least two MVP caliber players, and then surround them with other pieces. But anyway, guys, that's just my opinion. You guys might agree, disagree. I think Giannis could win many championships in Milwaukee, or you might just think he won't win anything. But one thing he will do, he'll go down he'll be a legend in Milwaukee. He's secured his legacy now. He's going to be a great jersey retired and all that jazz. But the real thing is, what about the rings? How many rings is he going to get? I'll be very surprised if he gets one in Milwaukee over the next 5 years. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're new. We're uploading every day, as I keep saying every video, until the 25th of December. We're keeping the streak going, and we'll get this done. 25 out of 25. We got a few double uploads there as well. So we're being consistent. So make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, and obviously with all these uploads, turn on notifications. And yeah, guys, with all that said, I'm out of here.